What's up, gamers, and welcome to another Battle Mallet unboxing. And we have a big one for you this time. So we knew that Zondara's Gravebreakers were coming. We knew that there was probably going to be a Rivals deck with Zondara's Gravebreakers, but teased weeks before the release was the Rivals of the Mirrored City box. So you can see it. Actually, I don't know that you're going to be able to see it because I'm going to crop this. So we have the Rivals of the Mirrored City box. Which contains 4 older warbands that have been redesigned card-wise for play in Warhammer Underworld. So we'll do this one last because it was the surprise release, especially the timing on it. But outside of that, we have Zondara's Gravebreakers. So with the the wonderful Death Gorge imagery on the box, and whatever, which they've probably been previewed at this point. You've probably seen all the cards, and if not, you can go check out our gallery, the Rimelocked Relics. So just gonna check these out. So we'll start with Zondara's Gravebreakers. We'll do the standard thing. So I'll go ahead and open the box, and we'll get things started. So again, no more shrink wrap. Continuing that trend of no shrink wrap. And then I always have trouble getting these open without tearing things up, but I did it this time. So we'll slide out the little cardboard box that's always in there and give that guy an open. So we've got standard instructions. We have a nice bone color. So this is the same color that Sons of Elmorn were cast in. We can see everything. Let me move the box. So we've got the nice darker background here. So we've got, it looks like the pieces for the Beast himself are on this sprue, and then one of the minions, maybe 2. Hard to tell without the instructions. And then we've got Zondara with the other 2 little grave breakers in there. Oh, there's a face that is Fecula-esque, I would say, just with the long hair. But good details on the model. And yeah, so I'm excited to see what Trace gets done with these. They should be done by the time this goes live, but just as we wait. And then we'll dig into the cards. Let's see. So standard wrapping. It's always hard to get this torn, so I'm just going to cut on the lore, cut along the lore card there. Some collector out there is getting really mad at me about this. But we'll take the shrink wrap off. And I'll bring this up close so that everybody can see. I have a new light, and it is changing things. All right, so we've seen the fighter cards for the most part. So Zondara, a friendly Fairlane, has 2 or more upgrades other than illusions. So as soon as her love interest is fully kitted out, she will inspire. So other than that, she's range 2, 2 fury, 2 damage, move 3, 1 block, 4 wounds. We can all see that. The spell reaction, that's the big deal. Use this after this fighter's activation. If cast, heal 1, a friendly fighter within 3 hexes, or deal damage to an enemy fighter within 1 hex. So an enemy fighter that's adjacent after this fighter's activation. So you could hit them with your wild staff and then deal 1 more damage to take them out. On the inspired side, she does go to 2 block, and then her wild staff goes to 3 fury, which is pretty nice. But she's a level 2 caster all around. So I'm curious to see what people do there. So we have Lost Fairlane. He is move 4, 2 dodge 4 health. He has his Rending Assault, so range 1, 3 fury, 2 damage with crit grievous 1. And he is inspired when his lady love is all kitted out. And then they both have the tragedy rule. In the power step, in place of playing a power card, you can discard an objective card that names 1 or more friendly fighters that are out of action and draw an objective card. So this warband basically gets to salvage objectives if their partner is out of action, which is kind of a cool mechanic. So they're trying to stay together in the event of a tragedy. The other one gets a little better. Maybe the warband flows a little better. And then we have the minions. See, they all have the Grave Break rule. So we have Pick, who has a Grave Robber's Pick. We have Cracktomb, who has Engraver's Tools. And we have Toil, who has a Rotten Shovel. They all inspire when they are given a raise counter. And they all have different rules. So the Grave Break rule is on Toil's card. So we'll flip there. This is a reaction after this fighter's activation, other than an activation that included a super action. Place an objective token from this fighter's hex into an adjacent hex. You may unearth, so we'll have to see Pick's card for that, or exhume, and we'll have to see Cracktomb's card for that. So unearth. Search your power deck for a Zondara's Gravebreaker upgrade. Reveal that card and add it to your hand. Then shuffle any remaining cards in your power deck. So unearth, after you place this, you make that Gravebreak reaction, you can just tutor for an upgrade. And then if you don't search for an upgrade, you can exhume if your leader is surviving. So if Zondara is alive, place up to one friendly minion that is out of action in another hex adjacent to this fighter and give that fighter a raise counter. So if somebody is out of action, you can place them in another hex. So place an objective token from this fighter's hex into an adjacent hex, and then you exhume. It has the another hex adjacent to this fighter, so you can't place them on the feature token that you placed, but you may not want to. And you can also place blocked hexes now that we're in Death Gorge. So that's interesting. And then when they inspire, Pick. So let's see, he started 1 Fury, 2 damage. Now they're 2 Fury, 2 damage. And the health characteristic went from 2 to 3. So kill them at 2 wounds. Kill them. They have 2 health. When you bring them back, they have 3. And I believe that will continue. So the Engraver's Tools get more accurate. And again, so we inspire to 3. And then again, we inspire to 3. And like the zombies that we've seen before, they are all beasts. So, and then we've got your standard fare. I'm just going to pick one at random. I'm not sure. I think we've seen this one. Fates Entwined. Score this in end phase if a friendly Zondara and a friendly Fairlane are within 2 hexes of each other, or a friendly Zondara and a friendly Fairlane are out of action. Oh, that's fun. So if they are together, you get a glory. If they're together and surviving, you get a glory. If they are together and dead, you get a glory. So that's kind of fun. And then Surge. Soulbound Killers. Score this immediately after an enemy fighter is taken out of action by an attack action made by a friendly Zondara or a friendly Fairlane. When you score this objective, gain 1 additional glory point if a friendly Zondara or a friendly Fairlane supports that attack. Oh, that's fun. So kill Surge for either the leader or the beast taking somebody out of action with an action. So you wouldn't be able to use Zondara's reaction to do that. And then an additional glory if you kill him. So, and then let's take one more. Surge, score this immediately after a friendly Gravebreakers reaction if that fighter is in enemy territory. Friendly fighter's Gravebreak reaction. Okay, cool. So if you walk into enemy territory and you place a feature token, you get to score a glory. That doesn't seem so bad. Rest from the realm. That's awesome. He is carrying a giant block of something. Who knows? All right. All right. So we can get into the gambits and spells. Again, the artwork is just... it just looks good. It's continuing that tone. Oh, I like the purple Shaishan there. All right. Atavistic creativity. Gambit spell reaction. Play this after you play a feature token. If cast, give a friendly fighter an upgrade. Do not spend any glory points when you do so. Okay, so you make the Gravebreak reaction, or you plunder, or you're playing Deadly Depths, or Fearsome Fortress, and you can give an upgrade for free as long as you cast a spell. 2 dice for channels. That's pretty good. All right, so we'll keep moving. Curious Remnants, and I'm just going at random here. Choose a friendly fighter within 1 hex of one or more feature tokens. Pick one, heal one that fighter, or push that fighter 1 hex. Okay, so just a heal one. I mean, that seems pretty good. All right, let's hit one more gambit. Rite of the Unbound. Gambit spell on focus. If cast, choose a friendly fighter within 3 hexes of the caster. In the next activation for each success, including critical successes, in the casting roll, that fighter has +1 move and their attacks gain have crit grievous 1. So that's for each success in the casting roll, they'll gain crit grievous 1, crit grievous 1, or it stacks now. So there is a potential that if you cast this and you pick Furlane, he could be crit grievous 3 if you have 2 successes. So that's pretty spicy. All right, we'll continue moving on here. Upgrade. This is Broken Heart, restricted to either Zondara or Furlane. While a friendly Zondara or friendly Furlane is out of action, +1 dice to this fighter's attack actions, and this fighter is inspired. Reaction: when a friendly Zondara or friendly Furlane is taken out of action, give this to a friendly fighter. Do not spend any glory when you do so. So that's 2 cards now that let you put glory upgrades on for free. That seems pretty good. +1 lizard level. Excavated bludgeon. You can give this to a beast. So somebody stole Gristlewell's greatsword, aka Femur. Yeah, 2 fury, 3 damage. What's not to love? I love it. I love Jedrin. So here we are. Reshaped Dart, spell attack action, range 4. For channels, 1 damage. Not bad. Undying Love, an upgrade for Furlane. When you give this upgrade to a fighter, and at the start of each round, if there is a surviving friendly Zondara and a surviving friendly Furlane, heal 1 each of those fighters. Then you can push one of those fighters up to 3 hexes towards the other. So when you put this on, and then at the start of each round, you're getting some free pushes. I'm not wild about the at the start of the first round upgrades, but I don't know, even being able to push somebody 3 hexes and heal 2 fighters 1 each just for putting on an upgrade that you could have done for free seems pretty good. All right, so that is Zondara's Gravebreakers. Didn't really dig into anything. There'll be more in the episode, but just from the unboxing, they sound pretty good. All right, moving on. So the next item on the list is the Rimelocked Relics. So again, here we are. Not wild about the packaging. I always have a hard time opening it. Yep, missed it. There it is. There's the seam. The seam. Tear it open. Oh, that's new. So typically, historically, these have been in like a little sleeve thing, and you get like a little mini deck box here with this beautiful Warhammer seal sticker on it. That's nice. Oh, I think I just tore it. I probably did. Yep, I did. Sad. But there you go. You got a little little mini Underworlds deck box here. So probably not going to hold sleeved cards, but that's kind of cool. And that so full art card for the deck. So there's the we've got the lore behind it there. And then the Rimelocked Relics. All right, so there's a plot card. If you include 1 or more cards in your deck that bear the Rimelocked Relic symbol, show this card to your opponent in the Reveal Your Warband step, and use these rules in the game. When you give a Rimelocked upgrade to a friendly fighter, that card is not revealed. Instead, it is placed face down. While that card is face down, it is Rimelocked and has the Thaw ability. Thaw. In the reaction step following an activation step, place a Thaw counter on this card. When this card has 3 or more Thaw counters, remove each Thaw counter on this card and turn this card face up. So if you apply an upgrade in the first power step, then you can make this Thaw reaction in the second action phase, first activation. So the second activation, third activation, and fourth activation in a round. So if you take turn 1, you apply this, you get a thaw counter on your opponent's first activation, a thaw counter on your second activation, a thaw counter on your opponent's second activation, and then this would be unlocked. So you would be able to get to use it for your third and fourth activations, and it would be active for your opponent's third and fourth activations. So 3 total activations, not your own, to get this, to get whatever these Rimelocked upgrades are. And I'm sure that there will be other cards that come into line here. So we won't go through all these. There'll be the review. You'll be able to see them in the gallery. I'm just going to run through. Let's see if there's anything about thaw counters. Oh, Rhyme Lock. Surge Duel. Score this immediately after a friendly fighter's Rhyme Locked upgrade is turned face up, and that fighter is holding an objective. Okay, so you're standing on an objective, you give them an upgrade, they stay on that objective for 3 activations, 1 glory. All right, that's not bad. Surge. Score this immediately after an opponent's activation step if one or more friendly fighters holding an objective have 1 or more Rhyme Locked upgrades. So this is have an upgrade on after an opponent's activation. So these could chain, right? So you could get it on there, put the Rimelocked upgrade on there, and then thaw the Rimelocked upgrade. Okay. So some play here. Again, we haven't reviewed these. There'll be the full review. You can listen to everybody else's. Duel. So here we are in an in phase. Score this in phase if 1 or more friendly fighters and 1 or more enemy fighters are each out of action. Okay, so 2 fighters out. All right, so there's a makeup mechanic here. And 1 or more of those fighters each have 1 or more face down Rimelocked upgrades. These corpses are fresh, Hunt Lord. Our prey is close. Some Skates Wild Hunt on the art there. Okay. So more to happen. Another in phase. Score this in phase if your warband holds 3 or more objectives and 1 or more friendly fighters are holding an objective. 1 or more friendly fighters holding an objective each have 1 or more Rimelocked upgrades. So this is an in phase. You'd have to put a Rimelocked upgrade on in the final power step leading into it, or in a preceding power step, such that you did not gain enough thaw counters to do it, and it's supremacy. So I don't know. It seems like maybe there's some stuff in here for hold, which is interesting. It is plot locked. So for what that does. All right. All right. So let's look. All right. Choose. Here's a brittle reveal. Choose a friendly fighter that has 1 or more face down Rimelocked upgrades, and pick one of those cards. Remove each thaw counter on that card and turn that card face up. At the end of the action phase, break that card. Oh, you thawed it too early. You did not wait for it to thaw properly. So you get to use it for this action phase, but then it's brittle, so you break it. All right, so there's a way to get things out early. Friendly fighters holding objectives cannot be pushed. This persists until the next power step, so that would be a good way. Can't be pushed, so you're not going to be able to be driven back. You can't be pushed by gambits. That is a good way to stay on objectives through your opponent's step. +1 damage to the first attack action made in the next activation step if that attacker has 1 or more face-up Rimelocked upgrades. Okay, so extra damage. We don't hate that. Choose a friendly fighter that has 1 or more face-down Rimelocked upgrades and pick one of those cards. Push that fighter 1 hex for each thaw counter on that card. Okay, so some extra push just for playing the game. Don't hate it. Another gambit. Choose a friendly fighter that has 1 or more face down Rimelocked upgrades and pick one of those cards. Place 1 thaw counter on that card. All right, yeah, so there we go. So getting things to thaw early. Rays of Dawn there. And then a domain. Each time a thaw counter would be placed on a face down Rimelocked upgrade, place 1 additional thaw counter on that card. This effect persists until the end of the round or another domain gambit is played. So you get this out, you're going to speed up everything and you'll be ready to go. All right, so what are some Rimelocked upgrades? Chillbane armor. This fighter's defense characteristic is 2 and cannot be modified. So this is not Rimelocked, but it changes the defense characteristic to whatever it would natively be, but better. So that's not so bad. All right, so here's one that's Rimelocked, but this is... I'm curious what a Rimelocked is. Okay. Frost Gale. Attack action upgrade. Range 4, 3 smash, 1 damage within snare. So that's pretty good. So that's Rimelocked. All right, what else we got? Rimelocked. Gelid Cyclone. Reaction. Use this after this card is turned face up. Remove this fighter from the battlefield and then place this fighter in an empty hex that contains an objective token. You can give this fighter 1 charge token. Reaction. Use this after this fighter's activation. Push this fighter 1 hex. So an upgrade that lets you set down on an objective, and you could give them a charge token if you wanted, which would make sense in the event of charge locking or being charged out so that you can continue to activate fighters. And then, yeah, a free push after. It seems appropriate that would be on... Gulch. Because they have an in-faction push after. -1 defense to a minimum of 1 from enemy fighters during this fighter's attack action. While this fighter is holding an objective, this fighter supports each friendly fighter. Oh my goodness. So you support all of your friends, and all of your opponents are -1 defense during your attack actions. That seems pretty good. +1 dice and innate supports, single supports to this fighter's range 1 and range 2 attack actions while this fighter is holding an objective. Okay. So +1 dice we like. Innate support, that could be useful. The restriction to holding objective, not wild about it. When this fighter makes a range 1 attack action, +1 damage to that attack action if there were no successes in the target's defense roll. Interesting. Okay, so like a restricted +1 damage card. But if you pair that with the -1 damage, -1 defense card, that seems pretty good. That's not Rimelocked. And then reaction, use this after an activation step. If this fighter is holding an objective in enemy territory, inspire this fighter. Nice. So, is that it for the Rimelocked? Did I miss any? Nope. I think that's it. So anyway, so there's Rimelocked Relics in part. You'll see the full review later. But I will put these in their handy dandy sleeve. Oh, I missed one. -1 damage. The Snowblind Cloak. -1 damage to attack actions that target this fighter while this fighter is holding an objective in no one's territory or enemy territory to a minimum of 1. So that's nice. Another -1 damage card. Reducing damage to a minimum of 1. I can already think of some spicy championship style combos there, but we don't have those. We don't play that game. All right, so now to the big box. Here we go. I'll put my knife somewhere safe. Can't see the whole big box because of the camera. So we got it. Yeah. All right. So this is the one that is...
Hello.
Hello. Do you want to join me? Thanks for joining. Do you want to join me as I reveal this one?
Sure.
I didn't hear from anybody else, so I already did it.
I said just a few minutes ago, give me 5 minutes.
I know.
I didn't see your message until just a minute ago.
No, that's okay. All right. So you ready?
Yeah.
I mean, we're already recording, so neener. Boop, boop. Oh, there it is. Give me 5 minutes. Good times.
Yeah.
At 10:13. Yeah, wow. Way to go, devices. All right, so here we are. Rivals of the Mirrored City. Trace. Yeah.
It's a big box.
It is a big box. It's a ginormous box. Yeah, and yeah, so all 4 warbands are in there.
That's
There's
pretty
some
cool.
teasers. So we'll, if you're at the Friendly Gaming Store, we've got some, looks like upgraded fighter cards. But let's jump in. I'm actually legitimately excited about this because it was an unexpected announcement, and who doesn't love upgraded things? All right, so we got these are familiar sprues.
Oh, those are different color. Is that the goblins?
The goblins are green. They were
Yeah, they were yellow before.
They were
They were yellow
yellow.
before.
They're the
Yeah.
standard destruction green now. This is a navy, and Mollog was a pale purple before.
Yeah, he was like a lilac color before.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun. The Night Haunt, so
Or in their night haunt color.
yeah, they're in the Night Haunt color.
Maybe. Yeah.
And then, so Trace, you can't tell this, but this is not the same brown that they were before. It is still brown, but it is like a gray. It is in the gray brown, like a putrid brown.
Yeah, they used to be like this, like ruddy red brown color.
Yeah, it is definitely like a different tone. So different. They're just using different plastic in the molds. That's fun.
I like it.
Thing of instructions. Oh, so you missed this, Trace. I did want to do this reveal since you were able to join. Scheduling problems. So this is the Rimelocked Ruins Rivals deck.
Oh, cool.
Came in the standard packaging, but you get like a little deck box. So it was sealed with the Warhammer, and of course I tore it. But like, isn't that cool?
That's very cool
on the front. So I'm curious now if that's what these are going to be. If these are going to be like in plastic or not. So we'll find out. Okay, there's a sticker. Is it a sticker? There's a sticker this way. Don't cut your fingers off, Jerod. Say this as my fingers are like nowhere near the knife.
That's when I always get myself.
I know.
Like
I always get myself when I'm taking models off of bases in my bonus room 5 years ago. Nope. No boxes. Standard fare. Alright, so there's Mollog's Mob Rivals deck. There's Thorns of the Briar Queen. Ugh. Come on. Oh no. Are we sticky? Don't be sticky. Tissue paper.
Tissues.
I think we just got friction. I think it's fricative forces. There we go. We're working on it. Don't tear it up. Sarbags gets.
Yeah.
And Spike Plus 1. All right. So it's fun recording these with preview copies because we get them so early we don't know what's been revealed on the community site or not yet. So we don't know if this is new information, but it's new information for us right now, and that's what's exciting. So you'll get to join in our excitement. All right. Just got back from Vegas. I feel like I should do something wizardry here, but I can't. It's not going to happen. But I'll let you have first choice, Trace. Who do we want to see first?
Ooh. I got to go with the troll.
You got to go with the big boy?
Got to go with the troll.
All right, so we got a lore card. I'm not going to read it because that's not what we're here for. We want to know how bad is this going to be. I don't know if you've seen it in the community, but somebody cleverly came up with a so there's the line in Star Wars with the it says somehow Palpatine returned. Well, they turned it into a somehow Mollog returned. Meme, and it is like chef's kiss. That is choice.
He's one of the best sculpts, though, so I'm not surprised that they brought it back.
All right, here we are, Mighty Mollog. All right, first difference. Do we notice?
Oh, he lost a wound.
He did lose a wound. Range 2 smash, 3 damage, knockback 1.
Okay.
Is that new?
Okay.
Knockback 1's new.
No,
that's the original. I didn't play him. I've never played him.
No.
Steadfast. This fighter cannot be driven back.
That's new.
That's horribly new.
Okay. Really cool.
Well, yeah, if you're the Mollog fighter. Inspire condition is the same. This fighter has 3 or more wound counters.
Mm-hmm.
He has a mighty rule. If this fighter would be dealt 4 or more damage by an attack action, this fighter is dealt 3 damage instead.
Oh, that's pretty slick. I like that.
So
keeps him around. You can't just one shot him anymore. That's awesome.
You literally cannot one shot him.
Yeah, that's really cool.
The loss of 1 wound makes
sense now.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go inspired.
Yeah.
How bad's it gonna be?
There's my happy 4 damage again. That's good.
Range 2, 2 damage for range 2,
Is he
2
still
smash.
knockback 2?
Knockback 2.
Yeah.
Did he go to 3 Furies on the Whirligig inspired?
I think he was before.
I don't remember.
It's been a minute since I've looked at his card. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'll just tell you.
Somebody's got it somewhere.
Yeah,
Pull it
give
up
me
on
a
the
second.
internets. He still has Steadfast and he
pull it
still
up.
has Mighty. Not as important on the inspired side unless you've got some heal tech going on. Because if he's inspired,
Yeah.
he's at 3 damage. He's got 3 wounds anyway. But still, if you can heal him,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's pretty spicy.
Guardians, Mollog's Mob. On his inspired side, he did have 3 Fury. On
3
his,
Fury for the Whirling Club.
For the Whirling Club. Yep.
All right.
Which is
So there's
cleaned up
Mala.
now because it used to just say targets all adjacent enemy
Right,
fighters.
yeah. Adding proper keywords. Okay, I can appreciate the drop to 6 health, though. I think that makes him
a little more manageable.
Significantly less oppressive. And you can still 2-shot him with the right fighters.
You can, yep. Just takes a little more work now.
Yeah, and you avoid the feel bad of, let me hit you for 3 damage twice, and you're still alive.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll take it. All right. Bat Squig. Move forward. 2 dot. Yep. Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Toothy Maw is right.
Before
Constantly flapping.
He gained
Constantly
a Fury on his attack.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
It used to be 2. Yep.
Uninspired. Mm-hmm. Fighters within 1 hex of this fighter cannot be on guard.
Oh, that's cool.
Constantly flapping. And he inspires if a friendly Mollog has 3 or more wound counters or is out of action.
Sweet.
3
dodge.
He went to 3 dodge.
He had
before.
3 dodge last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just always forget that he
spicy.
has 3 dodge.
It's always spicy. And you can't be on guard. Poor Glissette.
Yeah.
All right, Spite Shrew, move 2. That's all this looks
Same.
right. Was his Choking Cloud always scything? Yes.
So the Choking Cloud just hit all adjacent enemy fighters before.
Okay, so it was so it's scything. All right, Nasty Spores, reaction. Use this after an activation step in which 1 or more enemy fighters made a move action, were pushed or driven back into a hex adjacent to this fighter. Deal each of those enemy fighters 1 damage. So he treats hexes adjacent to him as lethal hexes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's new. Mm-hmm. Didn't before he exploded when he died?
Yeah, so during an attack action or gambit that has dealt enough damage to take this fighter out of action, but before removing it from the battlefield, adjacent enemy fighters suffer 1 damage is what it used to be.
Okay.
So it was like a explosion.
Yeah. So the reaction is after an activation step. So if you come in and bop him, he is no longer there to make a reaction. So,
right.
But if Mollog hits somebody with a knockback 2,
into one of his adjacent squares.
Yep. And it also you can't move you have to skirt him.
Mm-hmm.
You can't move. Interesting. Okay. On the inspired side, we go to 2 dodge. And that's it. Gosh, I always forget how slow he is.
He's so slow.
I don't know. Yeah. All right, Slag Squig. Move 0.
My main man.
Yep. 2 block. Menacing enemy fighters treat hexes adjacent to this fighter as snare hexes in addition to other hex types. So if you come up next to him, you're staggered. So note the wording difference, right? This one is a reaction after an activation step.
Yep.
This is an always on. And that seems fair, right? Having an always on lethal. Always on lethal. I know that there are some gambits that let fighters treat adjacent hexes as lethals for a turn. All right. It's just a rock. This fighter is on guard and cannot be pushed or make move actions. And then the lurker rule, when this fighter is placed during setup, you can place this fighter in any empty hex that, does not contain an objective token, is not a starting hex in enemy territory. You can't put him on enemy starting hexes anymore.
That's
But
good.
you don't get the choice. You have to set him up with setup.
Yeah.
It's not an after the fact thing.
Yeah.
Like it used to be. Okay.
But
What are we
2
missing?
block on guard,
What are we missing?
and there's no attack profile.
There is no attack profile. He can't chumpy when he's not inspired. I don't know what's going to be on the other side.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Ready for this? It's just like sitting at the blackjack table.
Yeah, let's see.
What's the reveal?
Yeah.
Oh, there's his rock maw.
There we go. Okay.
2 smash, 1 damage with cleave.
That's
Interesting.
pretty
So
good.
uninspired, he ain't biting nobody.
Yeah.
Okay, I could appreciate that.
Does he retain all the other ones? Does he retain the
Yeah,
the snares and the
Oh,
on guard?
yeah, menace, and it's just a rock. He does
Okay.
not retain. Oh, lurker is just when he gets set up. So yeah. So he retains menace and it's just a rock. Yep.
2 wounds. He's
Yep.
pretty stout, yo.
Yeah. He was he on guard before?
No.
He was not on guard before.
He was not on guard before.
Interesting. Well, we know how to fix that, and that's you play the mirror, and you flappy right next to him.
That's right.
Then you're staggered.
Or you stagger him. Just stagger tokens with any of the other rivals decks that do stagger tokens.
Well, yeah, but he's on guard, so it's not like he has a guard token. You would just get a reroll. He's still on guard.
Yeah.
All right, we're not going to run through these. Give me a number 1 through 5, and I'll just hit that number.
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
You really are digging this whole I just came from Vegas thing.
I'm trying here. All right. Ignore at your peril. Duel. Score this in end phase if there are more surviving friendly minions. 1 or more surviving friendly minions, and 1 or more of those minions are not adjacent to an enemy fighter.
Okay.
Yep. For 1 glory.
Seems easy enough.
1 or more surviving friendly minions, and 1 or more of those minions are not adjacent. So no territory restrictions.
Nope. Just
Spite
have somebody...
Shroom is hanging out in the back. Get a glory.
That's right. Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's go 2 more. Looming Menace. And so there'll be the full deep dive. We'll run through what repeated, what didn't. I don't remember enough of these off the top of my head to know. Score this in end phase if there are no enemy fighters within 2 hexes of any of a surviving friendly Mollog. All right. So he's driven everybody away. When you score this, if a friendly Mollog made 1 or more successful range 1 or range 2 attack actions in the preceding action phase, gain 1 additional glory point. So you have scared everybody away and wounded somebody for a 2 glory in phase. That seems fairly likely for Mr. Mollog.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's find a surge. Natural hazards. Score this immediately after an enemy fighter was taken out of action by damage that was not dealt by a friendly Mollog.
Sweet.
It's a kill surge for killing them in any other way. It could be the Bat Squig. It could be the Spite Shroom's reaction.
So does it say a fighter or just not dealt by Mollog?
Yeah. Damage that was not dealt by a friendly Mollog.
So if you have some nice little ping damage from surges or from ploys or whatever
Gambits,
from gambits, you could do that too.
Nice.
It's pretty slick.
He's going to be holding that wizard staff, casting
there you
out
go.
of Sauce Avalanche.
That's right.
That's an end phase. Troggoth Triumphant. I don't know what this 3 glory. That sounds awesome. Score this in an end phase if your warband took 3 or more enemy fighters out of action in the preceding action phase. In the preceding action phase, that feels really restrictive. Or a friendly Mollog is the only fighter in enemy territory.
That one's more likely.
That seems way more likely.
Because you push past, and then everybody tries to surge through to get your minions.
The Griblies. You went after my Griblies? Well, I just net zeroed you with my 3 glory in phase. Any in phase as well. So that's nice.
Yeah. It's pretty slick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Surge duel. Score this immediately after an activation step if a surviving friendly Mollog is inspired and there are 3 surviving friendly minions.
Okay.
You done messed up, AA, Ron.
Yeah.
Because you hit Mollog and you haven't taken out any Griblies.
Yep.
All right, 1 more. Do you want Utter Carnage, or you're sure it's asleep? Oh, you're sure
You're
it's
sure it's
asleep.
just,
That's
you're
we've
sure
seen
it's
that.
asleep?
All right.
We have before.
Yeah. All right. Utter Carnage. Hybrid, score this in an end phase if 3 or more enemy fighters are out of action, or there are 1 or fewer surviving enemy fighters. Okay, so a kill
Okay.
in phase, but it is elite balanced.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
It's got some good options in there so far.
Yeah, you get the full review. Always about choose a friendly minion that is not out of action. Place the chosen minion on an empty starting hex. Give the fighter 1 charge token. Pick somebody up and plop them down in enemy territory, and give them
That
a charge
works.
token.
That works.
Yeah,
You know who doesn't care about a charge token?
Stalag Squig,
Oh, Stalag Squig.
or the Bat Squig if he's already charged.
Yeah, true.
And now he's flapping, constantly flapping,
Now he's
making you not on guard.
Yep.
All right. It's not just a rock. Choose a friendly fighter. Choose a fighter within 1 hex of a blocked hex, an edge hex, or a friendly Stalag Squig. Give that fighter 1 move token.
Ooh.
A little snare action, a little slow you down action. Keeps a warband from charging out.
Yep.
Yep. That's really like the best play of it right here in today's society.
It's not as debilitating as it used to be.
Yep. All right. Slippery as a squig. This feels new. Choose a friendly bat squig or spite shroom. Push the chosen fighter up to 2 hexes. So it's restricted to bat squig or spite shroom, but yeah, just push one.
Yeah, I like that.
Terrifying silhouette. Enemy fighters cannot be supported in the next activation step.
Ooh.
So could not be not supported on attacks or not supported on defense. Depending on which
way you're going,
activation
right?
you're going
into
That's
your defense or
tasty.
Yeah, it's good.
Unnatural hazard reaction. Play this after an enemy fighter was pushed into a hex adjacent to 1 or more friendly minions. Deal 1 damage to that fighter.
And score that other card we just talked about.
Yep. So play this after an enemy fighter was pushed.
So the thing I'm picking up on is that the warband is not just about the troll anymore.
Yeah, it does feel like there's stuff to do with the squigs.
Yeah.
And the spite shroom, because I guess he's not a squig. What is the spite shroom?
He's a squig. He's just a...
Okay. It's just not a...
They're all like squiggies. They're all squiggies.
They are squiggies, yep. All right. Choose an enemy fighter, then choose a friendly fighter within 2 hexes of that enemy fighter. Push the chosen enemy fighter 1 hex further from the chosen friendly fighter. So that helps you score that 1 in phase one, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Or you're ping-ponging. So they're close to the Stalag Squig, but not close enough for Mollog to swing. Oh! Hold on.
Or you can
I just realized something huge.
Yeah.
What's not on this card anywhere?
A border?
No. What was the insanity with Mollog? I can't believe that we didn't see this.
Yeah, the multiple charges.
Yeah.
Can't do
Holy
that.
Mac, how did we miss
that? But it's baked into the game now, though.
Well, nobody can charge.
You can't charge twice, but
yeah, you can still charge and swing, but you have to either all your squiggies are dead or they have to charge too. And Stalag Squig can't charge. You could do the thing where you move it. Interesting. Okay, so maybe
you can't charge with Stalag Squig. So
no, but you could do the gambit where you set him down and give him a charge token.
You could, for sure.
Right? Yeah. Wasn't that a thing? I don't remember.
What he used to be able to charge twice.
Yeah,
a long time ago. He used to be able to charge twice.
Yeah. And it got forever errated. Okay,
it's been errated like 12 times.
Yeah, so ping ponging around. Choose a friendly fighter. The chosen fighter makes a move action. The chosen fighter cannot make attack actions. This effect persists until the end of the round. Choose a friendly fighter. So
Persists.
till the end. So you just get to move somebody for free.
Yeah.
But they can't attack.
Okay.
So, and it does. There's no restriction on the move, right? So let's say they moved in, now they need to move back. They just can't attack anymore.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the upgrades. Chuck him in.
Oh, it's his frog.
It's his frog.
Yeah.
Okay. Hurl reaction. Use this after this fighter's activation. Pick one. Choose an enemy fighter within 5 hexes of this fighter. Stagger the chosen fighter, then break this card. Or choose a friendly minion within 2 hexes of this fighter. Remove the chosen minion from the battlefield, then place that minion in an empty hex within 4 hexes of this fighter. He can throw the squiggies.
He sure can. That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah. It's
Also,
super flavorful.
now he has something to do with his frog. That's cool.
Yeah. And he can also move the Stalagd who can't move himself.
Ferocious Odor. Enemy fighters adjacent to this fighter cannot be on guard.
Nice.
Nice.
Is that Spite Shroom only? Or is that...
No, that's Mollog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just hard for me to see the text at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. So this is restricted to a minion. Fresh Menace, use this after this fighter is taken out of action. You can use this reaction while this fighter is out of action. I see where this is going. Place this fighter on an empty hex in your territory, then break this card. So they get a res upgrade.
Nice.
Getting hungry. This fighter is inspired. Breaking this card does not uninspire this fighter. That's restricted to a minion. So Blaze of Glory for not Mollog. Thank goodness. That was a menace. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one? Where you on an objective and you gambit that lets you inspire if you're on an objective. I'm glad we don't have that card anymore.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have it either.
Yeah. Grump. Use this after this fighter's attack action. If that attack action took the target out of action, remove one of this fighter's move or charge tokens. Here we go. If a charge token was removed in this way, break this card. So they made it an upgrade.
Well, that's good, though.
And it's one time.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. That seems balanced.
I love that art, too. That art is beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Like right up in... You're just like right up in his face.
Yeah.
I got a new desk light for painting in it.
Looks good. Oh, I mean, I've liked all the art you've seen.
So you didn't get to see the other art, but like they've been good too. When this fighter supports a friendly fighter, this fighter is considered to be 2 supporting fighters.
Oh my.
So yeah, so it really feels like they're giving you things to do with the minions.
Yeah,
which I like.
They really want the minions involved. I mean, you got to think like if you can get Bat Squig inspired or whatever, like he's pretty tanky.
Yeah, I mean, Stalag Squig, 2 dice on guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Spite Shroom
start with 2 dodge. No, he starts with 1.
Yeah. Right, Spite Shroom. Yeah, Spite Shroom starts on 1 dodge, but Spite Shroom's in the rear with gear until you get the card that you get to pick somebody up and place them, or you throw them. Yeah. Irritate. Reaction. After this fighter's activation, choose an enemy fighter adjacent to this fighter, then roll an attack dice. On a roll of a smash or crit, give that fighter 1 move token. Then you can give this fighter 1 charge token. Helping out with the charged out, right? Yeah, so there's that. You could put this on a... Oh, it's after this fighter's activation, so you couldn't like throw somebody and do it. All right, Spark of Sentience. Reaction. After this fighter's activation, draw a power card.
That's a good one.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Throw it on the Bat Squig. The Bat Squig's flying around, letting you draw cards. The Mighty and the Meek. Enemy fighters cannot reroll attack or defense dice while they are adjacent to this fighter.
Oh, crap.
Either not restricted.
Well, and at least it's adjacent. Mollog's still range 2, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So.
All right, and then Wound Up. Each time this fighter's range 2 attack actions fail, give this fighter 1 anger counter. While this fighter has 1 or more anger counters, you can reroll 1 attack dice in this fighter's range 2 attack actions. After this fighter's successful attack action, remove this fighter's anger counters.
Interesting.
Okay. He used to have an innate reroll.
It says a range 1 attack action.
Range
after
2.
Fighter's range 2. Okay.
After each time this fighter's range 2 attack actions fail.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you can't use it on the swirl and have a bunch miss and then get a bunch of anger counters, and they all clear. But he used to have just a flat reroll, right?
No.
In his. Didn't he have an upgrade? Didn't he have an upgrade that gave him a reroll?
He did have a reroll upgrade, yes.
Yeah. So that's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
it's not always
a lot of just straight rerolls are not in the game anymore anyway. So
yeah, you gotta at least miss now, right?
Yeah.
So that's nice. Oh my gosh, we have so many to get through.
But he's also not going to get one-shotted on the return if you whiff too, which is cool.
That's true. Oh my gosh, we have so much to get through. All right. I think that was probably the one that we probably needed to see every card for, because
the others I think we can kind of go a little bit more speedily through.
We'll go through random. All right, I'm just going to grab Spike Claw Swarm. I'm doing this in honor of Danny. All right, Scritch, Spike Claw, move 5, 2 dodge, 4 health.
He's got such a good profile, man.
Yeah. Range 2, 2 smash, 2 damage. Oh, that's right. Swarm, action, choose a friendly minion that is out of action. Place the chosen fighter on an empty starting hex. That's normal. That's original, right? He could bring him back. You pulling it up on the interwebs?
I'm looking right now. Hold on one
okay,
second.
while you're looking, Schemer. So I feel like this is new. Range 1 or range 2 attack actions made by this fighter that are supported by one or more friendly minions have crit Grievous 1.
So his previous one was just an action, place a friendly fighter that was out of action on any starting hex and remove all their wound counters.
Yeah. All right. So that's the same. Inspiration, this fighter is chosen as the target of a ploy. So that's the same.
That's still really good.
Don't fix what's not broken. Oh, what is this? That's fun.
Ooh.
Range 2, 2 smash, 2 damage with cleave. Is that the same? He had cleave before or no?
He did not have cleave, and he was 3 damage before.
Oh,
range 2, 2 damage, 3 damage. Or it's range 2, 2 smash, 3 damage.
Nice. But now he's got a spinning halberd.
And if it was crit, it's if you had a critical, it had cleave.
Okay, so crit cleave. Now he's always got cleave, but it's only 2 damage.
Yeah. Yep.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
He gains crit Grievous 1.
Okay. So they just flipped the critical ability.
Yeah, so snag this. Spinning halberd.
Yep.
Crit Grievous 1.
Yep.
If it's supported, it gets crit Grievous 1. Crit Grievous stacks now.
Yeah.
So this is crit Grievous 2.
Crit Grievous.
With a scything attack.
Oof.
On 3 dice. Probably supported. Yeah. I don't hate it.
No, that's pretty good.
All right, Crick, the almost trusted. Yes! His spear is now range 2. His weapon looks almost the same as Scritch's. It was range 1. Yep. Crick rules now. Still 2 smash, damage. 2 damage. Yep. 3 wounds on a shield. That's the same.
Yep, those are all the same.
Okay. All right. Reaction. Use this after a friendly Scritch is taken out of action. Draw 2 power cards.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And while a friendly Scritch is out of action, this fighter is a leader.
Okay.
And he has Schemer.
Oh.
So he still gets the crit Grievous on supported attacks.
Very good.
Nice. Same inspiration. Just goes to
2 dodge.
2 dodge. Everything else is
shields.
the same.
He was 2 shields before.
So he went 1 shield to 2 shields?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that oppressive? I don't know. Probably. It's been so long since we've seen him.
Yeah.
Like, was it bad for him to go to 2 shields? Probably.
Yeah. But he didn't have any other, crazy other stuff. He was range 1, 2 smash, 2 damage on his
inspired. All right. The Lurking Skaven.
Okay.
2 dodge. Yep. He's your 2 dodge. He's the one you put in front and hope he doesn't die.
Yep.
2 Fury. That's
same.
Same? He was 2 Fury uninspired? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
God, they're so fast, though.
They're so fast.
3 Fury, same. Oh,
Yep.
he's got some ninja stars. Hurled Shuriken.
Yep. He did not have those before, so that's good.
That's cool. No, nothing else
Threat range
changed.
8.
Yeah. Yeah. Hungering Skaven. I think all this looks the same. No.
He was a dodge before.
It was a dodge before. He's got a shield.
Yep.
He should be on a block, I guess. They did that with the petitioners too. And the prince. All right. 1 smash, 1 damage. So that's the same. Scything.
Yeah, it was not scything before.
But he went scything. No, it was the Black Hunger.
There was a Black Hunger upgrade that gave it to him.
Dang it! I'm gonna want to go through all these cards. We'll do it on the episode. We'll do it in the cover it in the blog.
Yeah,
let's just wrap this up because we're gonna
pick a couple. Yeah, it'll be a long time.
We're like an hour long right now already. All right, Scavenge Flail, 2 smash, 1 damage, scything. So, all right, Festering Skaven, Wicked Daggers are the same, and then Wicked Daggers with Crit Grievous 1.
Yeah. 2 dodge. Yeah.
2 dodge. Yep. All right. Let's find. Okay, Surge. Score this immediately after an activation step if there are 3 or more inspired friendly fighters. That feels new. I think what's most exciting here is
also very achievable.
Yeah, right. Ploy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think just what's exciting, because we didn't really talk about this as we opened it. We'll talk about it in the episode too, I'm sure. Is this that there are 4 warbands that have pure rivals deck? Like,
yeah, it's
this
huge.
Is something that like you could buy this and like gift warbands to people to play.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Duel. Score this in an end phase if there are 2 more surviving friendly minions, and each surviving friendly minion is in no one's and/or enemy territory. So it's like a mini conquest. 2 glory.
Yeah.
For having 2 minions alive at the end. I mean, that seems pretty doable.
It's not bad.
I don't hate it. Sword. So, yep. There we go. I'm the greatest. Yes, yes. I randomly flipped to this, and I'm glad that I did because it's in there. Kill from Scritch for a glory. 3 glory in phase. Score this in an in phase if each surviving friendly fighter is inspired, at least 1. That's nice. Okay. And there are 1 or fewer surviving enemy fighters from each enemy warband. 1 or fewer. So if you've killed all
but a fighter removing, and there's at least 1 person on the other side left.
1 or fewer.
1 or fewer.
There's at most 1 left.
Okay.
All right. For 3 glory. I mean,
yeah, I like that.
I mean, I think it's fun in Rivals. I don't know that it makes the cut.
It's not going to be great for Nemesis, but
yeah, might not make the cut for Nemesis. But all right, the perfect plan hybrid. Score this in end phase. Hold on. All right, 1 glory surge, 2 glory end phase, 2 glory end phase, 1 glory surge, 1 glory surge, 2 glory end phase, 1 glory surge, 1 glory surge, 3 glory end phase, 1 glory surge, 2 glory end phase, 1 glory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 cap. Wow. That's spicy. We don't know how much of them are good, but it's pretty high. All right. Back to the perfect plan because there's Skaven. Hybrid. Score this in an end phase if a friendly Scritch is out of action and a friendly Kirk is inspired, or a friendly Kirk is out of action and a friendly Scritch is inspired. Nice. There can be only 1. This is the Highlander end phase card.
Yep.
Or Transformers the movie.
So whichever one you commit to, go get the other one murdered.
1 shall stand and 1 shall fall. All right. Push each friendly minion up to 1 hex towards the nearest enemy fighter. Not a choose. All right. So this is what I'm while we're here live. How many chooses are there? +1 damage. Not a choose. Attack, play this after, not a choose. +1 defense, not a choose. Choose. Choose an enemy fighter that is adjacent to 2 or more friendly fighters. Choose one of those friendly fighters.
So that's 2.
2 so far. Choose. Give them on guard. 3. Choose 2 fighters that are adjacent to each other.
Yeah.
1 or more of which is a friendly fighter. Oh, it's the confusion. Choose 2.
Yeah.
Choose a friendly minion that is out of action.
Okay.
Place.
So you pick an uninspired fighter out of action and bring them back, and now they're
Yeah,
inspired.
did they get to inspire? They're out of action. I don't know. They'll be an errata. Maybe. You can only play this. You can only play this in your power step. So after your action, choose a friendly fighter with no move or charge tokens. The chosen fighter makes a move action. Give the chosen fighter 1 charge token.
Mm.
So there's your 2 inspired in enemy or no ones, right? You take the last action, you move, and then you do this and move again. Yes, yes. Choose a friendly fighter. +1 dice. That's nice. All right, upgrades. Summon Swarm. If this fight, so it's restricted Crick or minion. If this fighter is not Crick, the almost trusted, give this fighter 1 charge token. Choose 1 enemy fighter that is out of action. Place the chosen fighter on an empty hex and not on an objective. So anybody can res now in the warband.
Okay.
And if you give it, if it's a minion, choose 1 friendly minion. Yeah, so anybody can bring a minion back now as an action. But if a minion brings back another minion, they get a charge counter.
Gotcha.
If Crick brings somebody back, then he doesn't get a charge counter because he's the leader now. Tainted, restricted minion during this attack action. After the deal damage step, deal 1 damage to this fighter. But it has range 1, 3 fury, 2 damage with cleave and ensnare.
Oh, wow.
When you really just want to get damage through. Completely expendable. This fighter has no bounty. The next time this fighter is taken out of action, break this card. All right, so you only get no glory for the kill once.
Okay.
All right. +1 damage to this fighter's range 1 and range 2 attack actions. After this fighter's successful range 1 and range 2 attack actions, break this card. So Scritch can do his nonsense once.
Okay.
Ooh. Rusty Shuriken. Range 3, 2 smash, 1 damage, crit grievous 1. All right, let's pick. Oh, that was a lot of rats. What is this? Sewer Whisperer. During this fighter's attack actions, if you rolled 1 or more successes, add 1 success to the number of successes you rolled. Gross.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh. That card is real good.
So, read that again.
During this fighter's attack actions, if you rolled 1 or more successes, add 1 success to the number of successes you rolled.
Just a free success if you rolled 1 success.
Yeah. So if you're on, that's real good.
Yeah.
Because how many?
Well, because think about it. Like how many times have you just rolled a crit, right?
Yep. And then I roll a crit.
Right. And now it becomes a crit success.
Yeah. Or if you've got a crit hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it still doesn't get by the single die crit def if you've only got successes, but that's fair.
That's real good.
Skitter Scurry, yeah, push after an activation. Sneaky Stab. Oh, as an action, you get to push and then make an attack action. That was... He had something where he could push before he made an attack action. Now it's just cleaned up the language.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that seems fun. I don't see anything coming out of pocket there, but we'll see. All right, moving on.
Some good cards in there, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they feel Skaven-y. All right, Zarbag. Hey, I see something immediately that you can't see because it wasn't on camera. What's he got?
He got Spell.
He does have a Spell attack action, so you don't need an upgrade to do that. Scurry.
That's good.
Use this after another friendly Gort. Okay. Oh, Grot. I'm like reading upside of Grot. It's a Grot keyword there now. Move action that began in a hex adjacent to this fighter. If this fighter has 1 or fewer move tokens and no charge tokens, this fighter makes move action. Could you move with a move token before?
Let me look and see.
Yeah, look that up. Other than that, I think everything else looks the same. Move 3, 2 charge.
Scurry. After a friendly fighter or other than a squig makes a move action, if that move began adjacent to this hex, an adjacent hex, this fighter makes a move action. They cannot do this if they have any move or charge tokens.
Okay. So now you can do it with one move token. So you can scurry twice.
That's good.
Or you can move next to somebody and then they can move and then you can scurry.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. All right. And then, yeah. So he goes to the gains cleave. That seems the same.
It's the same.
Right. But his spell gets Crit Grievous 1 when he inspires.
That's good.
On 2 dice. And the inspire condition is 3 glory.
Okay.
Isn't it? It's 4 in the errata right now, right? I think so.
Yes, 4.
All right. We'll see if we feel like that means anything. Snark Scouts. Oh, Snark does not have he doesn't have nonsense. He inspires. This fighter made one or more failed attack actions in the preceding activation, so he doesn't have like the ball of text.
Well, that's probably on the inspired side.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was but you can't just inspire him. He actually has to fail his attack, which is really good. Yeah, I mean, it was always really good, but yeah. So either he's going to do 3
doesn't just get to react after an activation, and you become inspired.
Yeah, and he doesn't get to inspire if he hits with his 3 damage attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that feels good. And then now here we go. Here's the wall of text. Move 0, 3 dodge, 3 health. Spin in. This fighter cannot be on guard or make actions other than wreck. Wreck, scatter 4, push 3 along the chain. If you would push this into an occupied hex, deal 1 damage to the other. And push this fighter 3 hexes along the chain. If you would push this fighter into an occupied hex, deal 1 damage to the other fighter, then push the other fighter 1 hex further from this fighter. That's the same. Then resolve this fighter's push. If the other fighter cannot be pushed, and or if this fighter cannot be pushed into a hex along the chain, deal 1 damage to this fighter and end this action. So it's the same. I think the language is just cleaner.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a little cleaner.
Yep. All right. Drizzt, he's a Grot. 2 smash, 2 damage. That's the same.
Same. Yep.
Choose this fighter and up to 2 friendly squigs adjacent to this fighter that each have 1 or fewer move tokens and no charge tokens. The chosen fighters each make 1 move action. And he has Scurry. So I think before the squigs could only move after he moved, and this one you can move him in whatever order you want. So that's kind of a net positive. 3 smash, 2 damage. That feels right. That seems the same.
It's the same.
All right, sweet. All right, Prague Donetta. Range 3, 2 smash, 1 damage. Attack actions supported by this fighter have ensnare. That's new.
That is new.
Other than that, we're looking the same.
Before 3. It was, if this attack action is successful, reduce the dice characteristics of the target's attack actions by 1.
Oh, kind of like the other one better. But
yeah, I like the other one better, but that one's still fine.
Oh. His dodge stayed at 1.
Oh. It used to go to 2.
Okay.
Interesting.
I mean, 2 dodge is so good.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. That feels right. Dibs.
Yep.
1 dodge. Grotbow is 2 fury. 2 fury before? Okay.
Same as before.
But give him a volley, lads. That's new, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Action. Each friendly shooter. Oh, he has the Grot keyword and the shooter keyword. Within 3 hexes of this fighter can make 1 Grotbow attack action.
Oh, wow.
So if they're all clumped together.
No, 3 hexes.
Oh. And it does. They don't even have to attack the same target. You're going to get 3 attacks.
Yeah.
Per action. Good. I mean, it's an action. You can't make it as part of a charge.
Right. But you don't need to at range 3.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
All right,
real
we're
good.
following the trend of staying on one dodge for the littles.
They don't really have a hand weapon, so that makes sense.
Well, yeah, but the one dodge.
I know, but like it makes
Yeah,
sense because they just have their bow or whatever.
yeah. Grotbo, give them a volley, lads.
Yeah. So you could pick any one of those and do the action, which is nice.
Yep, each
Very,
friendly. Yeah.
very good.
Okay. All right, so they have a different role now. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think you can push them as forward as hard anymore because of the one
Mm-mm.
dodge,
Yep.
but they can
But they
do a pretty
have
good job.
utility now, which is good.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Bone Cracker. 2 smash, 2 damage. A friendly Drizga is out of action. That's the same. Oh, here comes
Yeah.
Jason. There he is.
Hey.
You're muted. I don't know if it's a hardware mute or a software mute.
Good evening.
Good evening. All right, so we got through Malog and Scritch. We're on to the Grots now.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet. This is gonna be like an hour-long unboxing. This is silly. All right, so so they
It
are
seemed
inspired
longer.
when Drizget is out of action. You cannot place this fighter in a starting hex during setup. After you place a friendly Drizget in a starting hex during setup, you must immediately place this fighter in an empty hex that is not a starting hex adjacent to Drizget. Did it used to have to be in your territory, or were you always able to put them wherever you wanted?
You could put a midline, I believe.
Yeah, you could put a midline if you
Okay.
were able to.
So the big takeaway, Jason, for the Grots is all of the little archers stayed on one dodge when they inspired, but they each have an action. You take this action, and all 3 of them can shoot.
They get a combo.
Mm.
Combo.
Still on. Is that just inspired side?
No,
Both
on
sides.
both.
Both
And
sides.
2 swords.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2
two
Fury.
swords,
That's worse, right, than it used to be.
No, it's the same.
Were they 2 Fury inspired before?
Yeah.
I mean, they are grots.
Yeah, that's true. But now they can all 3 shoot at the same time.
Scurry is still there, though, right?
Scurry is still there. Yeah, and Snurk is basically the same. Although the big thing now is you don't just get to inspire him whenever you want. He has to miss an attack action.
Yeah, he actually has to miss his ball and chain attack.
Yep.
That's gonna be different.
Yeah, he'll definitely play differently. Like, he's not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to put him right in the middle and inspire him whenever I want.
But the cool thing is that it makes you commit him, because that's what the fanatics do in
In the
actual
game.
Warhammer. Like,
Yeah.
they surge forward, and then
Yeah.
they usually
Yeah.
miss something, and then they spin around like crazy.
Yeah, they like launch out of formation
Yeah.
and start going
Yep.
nuts. All right.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Looks like Bonecracker stayed the same though. He does go to 2 dodge. Did his move go up, or were they always move 3?
They moved 3.
Were they flying?
They were not flying.
Nice. Bouncy squig boys.
Yep.
All right, gobble up. I'm assuming it's the same.
Is he
Look at
flying
that, it's
too?
the same. Yep. Range 1, 3 damage. Range 1, 3 smash, 2 damage with cleave. All right. 18 total glory for Scritch, by the way, Jason. So 1, 2, 3,
I don't
4, 5.
I don't want to keep
7,
going back,
8,
Jerod,
9,
because like
10,
people have already
11,
watched it.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. Yeah, we won't keep going back. 1 glory for taking a squig out. We'll get through this in the episode, but Mad Scurry, so that's new.
No.
No, that's the
that's
same.
better.
5 or more have 1 or more move or charge tokens.
Yeah.
The one thing about Scurry that's different now is you can Scurry if you have a move token. Anyway, Jason, and now I'll stop. I'm done. All right.
Listen,
fighters...
I'm excited to hear about this stuff too, but we can do that
when
you're not recording.
Yeah. Cool. Score this immediately after your warband's 3rd or subsequent range 3 plus attack action in the same phase. Not successful.
That's fairly
Doesn't
easy
say
to
successful.
do.
Great. You do give him a volley lads.
You do
action.
the volley lads, and then you score
and you
glory.
Score a glory. Okay. Nice. Yeah. So I mean, I think the big kicker here, and we'll just keep. It's going to get rehashed. Is just that there are tons of cards. Like it's a full deck now, so there's a lot to explore. Jealous Hex, that was in there before, right? That sounds familiar.
Yes, it was.
Choose an enemy fighter that has the highest wounds characteristic, or that is tied for the highest wounds characteristic of each enemy fighter on the battlefield. -1 wounds from the chosen fighter. This effect persists until the chosen fighter is out of action. Yeah, that's pretty gross.
My biggest question is how many weapons are in that?
Oh, that's a good call because that's really what made him go good. Okay, nope. Spiders, crit Grievous 1 on him. Leash Spite's new. +1 dice to this fighter's attack actions, -1 defense. +1 damage to this fighter's range 1 attack actions on squigs. There's a Sharp Sticker, range 2, 3 fury, 1 damage. Wicked. This attack action has crit Grievous X, where X is the number of friendly supporting fighters.
Okay.
So you charge and scurry and get a bunch of surviving friendly fighters, and now this thing has crit Grievous 2 or 3. Yeah. That's pretty spicy. So there's 1 attack action upgrade. Nope. Nope. 1.
So 1.
So you're not going to be able to missile the archers anymore. Not the same way. They're not tactical nukes anymore.
But they've always had very efficient movement with Scurry. Yes. Does the Fanatic go to 3 dodge again?
He does.
He does, yeah.
Okay, so he still has that.
Yeah.
So there's a little there. I mean, they have a little aggro with the Squigs and him.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the Griblies control the objectives. So.
Yep. Yeah, scurry onto them, and then they get to shoot 3 times anybody that comes into their territory. All right, last one. Longest unboxing ever. Thorns of the Briar Queen. All right, Briar Queen, move 3, 2 dodge, 4 wounds. All that stays the same. Wave of Terror. When this fighter supports a friendly fighter, if this fighter has 1 or more charge tokens, this fighter is considered to be 2 supporting fighters. So that's new.
Yeah.
In the first Inspire step in your turn, this fighter is adjacent to 1 or more enemy fighters. That's the Inspire condition. In the first Inspire step in your turn is your action. That's your action
your
phase.
Your turn is where you, yes.
Yeah, like your action step followed by your power step.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same.
Yeah.
But worded within the grammar of the game now. All right.
She still go to 3 damage?
She goes to crit Grievous 1. Okay. Everything else is the same. That's less oppressive.
3 fury.
3 fury.
Yeah. Still good.
Yep. All right, Varklov. Solemn March action. Choose up to action. Yep. Choose up to 2 friendly chain rasps. Push each chosen.
It's not all anymore.
Nope. Push each chosen fighter up to 2 hexes. You can give each chosen fighter 1 charge token.
Okay.
Nice. And then he has Wave of Terror. If he has 1 or more charge tokens, he's considered to be 2 supporting fighters. Range 1, 2 smash, 2 damage. Yep, all that stays the same.
Okay.
Oh! He's a wizard.
Oh,
wizard, Harry.
He's a wizard, level 1 wizard. That's fun. All right, the Everhanged. 2 fury, 2 damage. That's the same, right?
Yep.
Okay. Reaction. He's still a chain rasp. Yep.
Okay.
He has a throttle. Reaction. Use this after your activation step. Roll 1 magic dice for each enemy fighter adjacent to this fighter. On a roll of a channel or a crit, stagger that fighter.
Cool.
So if he charges in the middle, he could stagger a bunch of people, and then he still has Wave of Terror. So this may be like a warband wide rule.
What's the Inspire?
It's the same.
Same.
It's just changed to the verbiage
to after
you're in the first after the first Inspire step of your turn, right?
It's still before the action step. So actually, it fixes them to play the way that they used to.
Yep. Where they inspire.
Because there's an
before they
inspire
do
step
the thing.
before the action step now.
Yep. That's good. Though.
Oh, they have names.
Oh, cool.
The Iron Wretch.
Okay.
You smash 1 damage.
That's the dude with the axe, right?
No, yes, yep. That's the one that's the man in the Iron Mask.
Okay.
Still has Wave of Terror, so he counts as 2 supporting fighters if he's supporting the attack. 2 Fury, 2 damage. Yep.
Is he still 1 Fury, 2 damage on the front side?
1 Fury, 2 Fury, 1 damage.
Okay, they flipped it. Okay. He used to be 2 damage, 1 Fury.
Yep.
Before.
The Exhumed, formerly known as the chairman of the board.
Okay.
2 Fury, 1 damage. 2 Fury, 2 damage. Oh, same profile. 2 Fury, 1 damage. 2 Fury, 2 damage. Cool. Malignant Club, 2 Fury, 1 damage.
They should all be the same.
3 Fury, 1 damage with Stagger and Knockback 1.
Ooh.
Nice. Headless Nick, 2 Fury, 1 damage. 2 Smash, 1 damage.
Oh, okay.
Nice. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay.
So that's not a bad ceiling. Surge Duel, distract the watch. Surge Duel, score this immediately after an activation step if 1 or more friendly fighters are adjacent to an enemy fighter and 2 or more other friendly fighters are on objectives. Okay.
Yeah.
So some positioning. That's fun. Score this in an end phase if each surviving enemy fighter is adjacent to 1 or more friendly fighters, or each surviving friendly fighter has 1 or more move and or charge tokens. So there's why Varklov's push can give people charge tokens. Score this immediately after the second or subsequent successful attack action made by friendly minions in this phase, or an activation step if your warband holds each objective in enemy territory at least 1. That's spicy. All right. We won't do the full review. All right. What are you looking for in here, Jason? What's the one? Can we pick them?
Is that Maddening Cackle? Is that what you got in your hand right there?
I don't know. Reaction. No, it says back Shanker.
No.
What are we looking for? Maddening Cackle?
The one that like can uninspire a fighter and then the teleport.
Fighter.
And then there's the teleport one.
The
for
teleport
the
one. Spectral Touch. Sudden Mugging. I feel like there's more spells in here.
Well, no, if they have 2 wizards.
Yeah. So this spell lets you pick up a Chain Rasp.
Oh, cool.
And place them in an empty hex. Terrifying Advance. Choose 2 friendly fighters. Stagger each enemy fighter adjacent. Nope. Torment Slash. Nope. Ooh. So Maddening Cackle and Sudden Appearance, right? Those are the 2 we're looking for.
Yeah.
Choose a friendly fighter with no move or charge tokens. Remove the chosen fighter from the battlefield and place them on an empty hex in no one's territory. Give the chosen fighter a charge token or a move token. So there's your Sudden Appearance, but worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't place them anywhere, and they get a move or a charge token. Yeah, no Maddening Cackle that I saw. We'll get it in the review. What are we looking for upgrades wise? There's an Ensnare, +1 dice if they have a charge token.
I don't remember what all they had in their upgrade.
Again, with small bodies, like weapons work, right? Like
yeah, or damage upgrades or dice upgrades. Yeah. Enforcer, you cannot give this to a minion. Friendly fighters within 2 hexes of this fighter cannot be driven back. So put it on Varklov or the Briar Queen, and now your Chain Rasp can't be driven everywhere.
Yeah.
While this fighter is within 3 hexes of 1 or more friendly Chain Rasps, you can reroll 1 defense die in that Chain Rasp's defense roll.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So Inspired Chain Rasp go to 3 dodge, basically. Varklov, each time this fighter makes a range, each takes a target. Oh, There's a glory farm on Varkloth.
Okay.
Get an additional glory. Spectral coils, but that's a chain rasp. 2 fury, range 2, 3 fury, crit grievous 1. Oh,
Okay.
reform. After this fighter is taken out of action, give this upgrade to another friendly chain rasp.
That's cool.
You can use this reaction even if this fighter is out of action. Nice. So there's your one weapon, but you can pass it around.
Continue to recycle it, which is good.
Yep. Cool.
Very good.
Jason, you do a much better job directing us. You know what the people want. So that's it. That's what we've seen. Jason, you haven't seen the colors, so the grots are green, not yellow. Mollog is navy, not purple. The ghosties are teal, not green. And then you can't really tell this one, but this is more of like a muddy, dingy brown than like the rich brown.
The spoilers.
Yeah.
For the rats, were there any weapons in the rats? I know that you've already went through them, but that would be the other question.
There was
some ninja stars.
Yeah, there were ninja stars, and then there's a blade that has it's 3 fury.
Yeah.
2 damage with cleave and ensnare.
Yeah. Oh, nasty.
But it deals the damage to you after you do the attack.
What's murder rats? I don't care if they live.
Yeah. I'll be excited for the episode about the murder rats because there's a lot more shenanigans there.
Awesome.
Anyway, that's it. This has been the Battle Mallet podcast unboxing video. Here's the cool deck box again because I think that's like the neatest new thing. The Rimelocked Relics came in a deck box instead of like the weird like cardboardy sleeve thing. Anyway, Trace is falling asleep on camera. It looks awesome.
I'm tired.
It happens.
All
All right. This is Jerod signing out.
Trace signing out.
Get the hell out of here.
Peace.